All right, art students, for this drawing, you're gonna need to go out into your yard first, actually, and collect a couple natural objects. You could collect sticks, you could collect leaves, acorns, anything that comes from nature out in your yard, because these are the things that we're gonna be drawing for our leaf creature lesson, are all of these natural objects. The type of drawing we're going to be using today is called drawing from observation. So we're not going to lay our leaves on our paper and just trace around them. We're going to draw them by looking carefully at them and finding the details in our leaves. You may choose to draw your leaf upside down, because if you draw it upside down, sometimes you can see more of the different like veins and things that are in the leaves that sometimes help to draw the detail. I'd like you to have a variety of different things. You can have some that are the same, but I'd like you to have a variety of different things, perhaps maybe 5 or so different objects. And here's kind of a tricky part, but I think you guys are up to the task. When you draw, you're going to draw these things big. You're not going to draw teeny, teeny, tiny little leaves that are going to make the teeny, teeny, tiniest little leaf creature there ever was. You are going to draw your leaves big. Now you do want them to all fit onto your paper, so you have to do a little bit of planning. Like maybe I want to draw one leaf big right here, and then maybe I could draw a stick going across this way, and then another leaf over here, and another one over here, so that I can hopefully fit all of these things onto my paper. And as you're drawing, you're just going to very carefully try to observe the shape that you're drawing. I'm going to start with this one, and I'm going to draw it large right here. I notice that the bottom of this leaf almost looks like a letter U, so that can help me a little bit. The top part of these leaves, or this leaf, looks a little bit like triangles with extra little bumps to them. So you can look really hard for things like that that will help you in your drawing. All right, art students, you can see here I've got my drawings from observation. Now, it doesn't matter how you arrange these onto your paper, because in the end, they're all going to be cut out anyway. So, just use the space of your paper, draw them on there, and then you can be ready for the next step. But another thing to notice that I really want to emphasize to you guys is that I drew, with the exception of the stick, because I ran out of room on my paper, I drew all of my objects much bigger than the actual leaf was. So that's really important to get, to draw these things big. Don't draw them teeny tiny. And another thing that is important for you guys to notice, and this would be kind of tricky, I think a lot of people's temptation would be to just draw this one little pine needle as a line. But really, it's a shape. If you just draw it as a line when you try to cut out your pine needle, oh goodness, you're not gonna have any more pine needles at all. So when you draw things like that, there's my pine needle. I drew it as a shape. So it has a left side, it has a right side, it's got space trapped in the middle, and then I'm able to get that cut out. All right, happy natural object drawing.